Reimagining Success, episode 159. You're listening to Reimagining Success, the podcast where we help you reimagine your future, designing a life and career beyond the 9 to 5 that allows you the freedom, flexibility and fulfillment that you've been dreaming of. I'm your host, Anna Lundberg. Now, let's get started on those dreams. Hi there, everyone, and welcome back to the month of December. So we're well and truly into the final stretch of this year, the final stretch of 2021. And we're looking at this idea of what is success, how do we set the right goals, and so on. And today I wanted to talk about why the journey is so important here. So I'm giving you the punchline already. And let me tell you a bit of the background for this. So when I first started coaching, so I did my coach training 2014, 2015, all my frameworks and my blog posts when I started my website and so on were about setting goals. And I see that with new coaches, actually, it's all about goals. And I actually, before I even did that coach training, was traveling on my sabbatical across South America, and I watched the film The Bucket List with Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman. And so I wrote my bucket list. I've still got that post on my website, annalundberg.com, 100 things to do before you die. And that bucket list and the goals and so on serve such an important purpose for me in getting me excited again. I'd been in my comfort zone for so long. I set myself fun tasks. I was traveling. I was doing different things, whether it was traveling to do the Machu Picchu or, whatever it was. I think one was like wear red lipstick, which is not so crazy, but that's the benefit of having a bucket list that has lots of different sized goals, I suppose. And nowadays I wear lots of different colours of lipstick, so that's fun. But that was really important for me. And if you have been feeling stagnant and stuck and you feel like you've kind of just been trundling along in that hamster wheel at work, in life and so on, absolutely setting goals to train for a marathon or a half marathon, 10K, whatever the limit is, right, for you, or the current goal. If it's traveling, if it's learning a new skill, some people set random things like, I want to learn how to do a handstand or do the splits. I think I'm going to give up on the splits. I'm just not a flexible person at all. Maybe it's, within your business as well, setting goals, right? And that's so powerful and so important. It's something, of course, we do together with my clients in the Business Accelerator and so on, setting annual goals, quarterly goals, weekly goals, and so on. So goals are super important. And again, in my coaching frameworks, we're all around setting those goals and how to get there. And in fact, even in our individual one-to-one coaching sessions, we always try to start the session by sort of setting a goal for that specific session as well as the entire coaching engagement over the next few months, right? To really get clear on, okay, what is it you want out of this call? However, there's a dark side to goal setting because I feel like we're constantly chasing that next thing. We're not pausing to celebrate how far we've come, and that's so important. It's something I've struggled with. It's something that I'm always encouraging clients to do. We simply have to look back, celebrate how far we've come, see, my goodness, the progress we've made. And instead, we're always looking ahead, when I've lost this much more weight, then whatever. When I'm earning this much in my business, when I have this many followers, when I've launched the podcast, when the book is out, and so on. And I feel like we're missing the whole point. Because goals are so, so important. But to me, it's not important inherently because of where we'll be when we've achieved it, which is a bit strange because, yes, in a way, the whole point of a meaningful goal is that it is improving our life in some meaningful way, right? We're setting a goal because we're going to be fitter, stronger, more in love, happier, more successful, whatever we define success as. There is a reason why we're setting that goal. However, for me, I've come to realize that it's important because it has given us that sense of meaning, direction, purpose. We're trying new things. We're challenging ourselves. We're getting out of our comfort zone, raising the bar, pushing ourselves to get better, make a bigger impact. So I mentioned the running often, and I am a runner. I guess that's one of those funny things too. Do you ever call yourself a runner? A lot of people say I'm not a runner, but I have now been running I was a runner, to be honest, when I was little at school, but that was a long time ago. And then I fell out of it and then I got back, etc., etc. That's another podcast episode. The example I wanted to give was this year, 2021, I wanted to get back into running after my second pregnancy. And so I signed up to, I downloaded the free NHS app here in the UK, first couch to 5K. And And I've shared before, that was a struggle, to be honest. I was so impatient. I would always just throw myself into running and go for a long run, and then I'd be in pain, and then I wouldn't run for days and so on. The whole point of the Couch to 5K is that you do walk, run, walk, run. But for the first time ever, I actually did this. And I can't remember, was it 9 weeks? It was quite a long time consistently I was doing it. And before I knew it, I was running 20 minutes, 30 minutes, no problem. Wonderful. Then I hit the 5K. Now what do I do, right? I felt a bit lost. I've hit my goal. Had the world changed? No, I was like, hooray, I did a little post on Instagram and now what, right? That's the end of my goal. Then, okay, I landed on the idea of, okay, I'm going to do the 5K to 10K. There was another free app and I did that. Again, it was 9-10 weeks, whatever. I think I missed the final week, so it feels a little bit unfulfilling because I was away on holiday, but I did get to running, an hour every Saturday, Sunday, whatever. I was running 10K and I was feeling good about it. But then, okay, now what? What was actually the point of getting to 10K? I actually don't now want to go for longer. I don't really feel like I want to make the time. I don't feel like I have the time to do hours and hours of running every week, to train for a half marathon, full marathon. It's not my priority right now. Now, it could be in the future. But for now, I'm wanting to maintain my fitness, my running, and I'm actually doing 3 shorter runs a week. Now, I am actually doing them, not even intentionally, but faster than I had before. I'm working out, I'm doing other weights and things. So I'm certainly fitter, and I'm maintaining that without putting pressure on myself to get to the next goal, which I love, right? Because otherwise, what am I doing? I'm getting 10K to half marathon to marathon, then I'm going to do the ultra marathon. And maybe that's you. And I know people who do that, and it's incredible. And then there are triathlons and Ironman and so on. But it's constantly chasing that other thing, that next thing. And there's a certain amount of satisfaction that comes with that and seeing how far you can go. But I'm actually really enjoying kind of just settling into that rhythm, enjoying my 3 runs a week, and then maybe shifting my focus to something else. So that has taught me a little bit, look, the point isn't to get to the 5K or the 10K. The point is I want to have some time away from the kids and family, let's face it, fresh air, running by the sea, get that exercise in, feel stronger, fitter. And I love running. And I've been listening to podcasts some days, Audible books. I've been just running, thinking, whatever. Again, 5K to 10K, I really like that. And I can now run for an hour and I can go out for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, depending on how I feel. And I feel fit and strong and I really enjoy it. I don't now, life hasn't changed just because I hit the 10K and I can run 1 hour again, right? And I have done half marathons, by the way, in the past. Now, okay, that's a personal example. What about business? Again, in business, we're always thinking, the next launch, the next program, when I get this number of clients, when I get to that income level, the 6K, 7K, whatever, right? And not 6K, 7K, 7-figure, I suppose, but when we get there, we're always going to set the next level of goal. We'll be dissatisfied. And to be honest, there's going to be other challenges that we didn't have before. There's actually something to be said for having a smaller business because we don't have the crazy, the expenses, the team requirements, the customer service complaints because you have more customers and so on, right? Tech issues and so on. If we're constantly waiting for that next level in business, I feel like, again, we're missing the whole point. Most of us, and if you're part of my community and if you're attracted to my message, I think have started your business to have more free time and more fulfilling work and so on, right? But well, if you're not doing that right now, if you're just waiting, I can take more time off when I get to the 5K mark. Now I do mean 5K, 10K a month, 20K a month, whatever it is, right? Or no, I can choose more interesting clients once I've got that much money, right? Then I can start being more flexible and fun and creative and so on. Well, the whole point of starting was to have more free time or more fulfilling work, more fun. So make sure that you're carving out that free time, choosing fulfilling work and having more fun. Now, that's not to say that you should forget all about the financial monetary targets and not have any goals in your business and so on. Obviously, a certain level of income is necessary for us to be able to pay our bills and live our lives. And there's nothing wrong with having ambitious financial income targets as well. But the point is that we don't have to hustle every minute of every day and miss the whole purpose of the business of why we started. I really want to enjoy that journey and I hope you can too. And this is what I'm trying to get across here. We will never get to an end point, right? Success, balance, whatever the goal is not one destination. It's a milestone because then we'll have another milestone that we'll set and it's a process. And again, we're getting the purpose, the direction, the meaning from having those goals, yes. But in the meantime, let's open our eyes, smell the roses, be present and enjoy the experience of challenging ourselves, of working a little hard to get there, right? Of really putting our heart and soul into this and seeing how far we can go. So for me, I'm much more about the journey now. Now, yes, I'm super ambitious, don't get me wrong. I have big plans. I really want to get more people into my business accelerators, the big one now. I've got all the systems, the foundations, the learning, the course materials, the experience, the passion, and I want to be able to make a bigger impact, right? I want to grow the group. I want to work at a higher level with one-to-one clients. I want to do more speaking engagements and get my message out there to a bigger audience. I want to write more books. And yes, I hold my hand up. I am frustrated because I have quite a little bit of time in the week with my little 2 and a bit and 1-year-old. Things are much slower than I want them to be. However, in the meantime, I'm really doing my best to enjoy the freedom of going where my energy is. So some days, look, I'm too tired to record the 10 podcasts I wanted to, or work on my book or course. I can't record the videos as I planned, whatever. I'm enjoying spending time with the kids. I know, and everyone tells you this, of course, they'll grow up before I know it, right? And already Zach, my youngest, is starting nursery now, and my daughter Sophia is an independent woman, they tell me at nursery. And, it's a very brief window of those short nights of sleeping badly, of them wanting to snuggle with you and so on. So I'm really working on enjoying, well, it's not even work. I'm really focusing on being present and enjoying that and loving them and having time with my partner. And it's tough, but that's, that is a snapshot of today. And as my sister-in-law always says, everything is a phase when it comes to kids, both the good and the bad, unfortunately. And I'm really working on being patient, knowing that I will get to that next step of the journey. It might just take a bit longer. In the meantime, I am enjoying the time with the kids and so on. I am enjoying having maybe fewer clients than I'd like to, because that means I can focus more on those clients. I can over-deliver and over-service them. In the meantime, I can be more creative and flexible, because obviously if you have a big organization and big systems and so on, you can't just do whatever you feel like doing one day, right? So there are so many benefits to being smaller and more agile and so on as well. But again, really enjoying, first of all, remembering why we started the business in the first place. So carving out that free time, doing the fun projects. And again, it doesn't mean that you have to say no to all the projects that don't seem perfect for you. Again, you do have certain income goals and so on, but what I want you to do, and Dory Clark has talked about this recently, is optimize for interesting. And I've seen a few people talk about it, so I apologize if Dory's not the original source. But optimizing for interesting, meaning, look, if there's a project that comes along, it might not be exactly what you want to be doing in the future, but for right now, it gives you that excitement, the passion. It gives you more of an impact. It gets you talking to new people. You can see it as a stepping stone in the right direction. And it might be zigging and zagging. It's not going zoom like a rocket ship to where you want to be. But the point is that you're optimizing for interesting. You're choosing something where your curiosity is taking you. You are enjoying it. And again, making time for the things that matter while you work on that future goal when it comes to your business. So it's enjoying the journey, the J word. It's not just the destination, because let's just jump ahead and assume that you will get there. What then? Amazing. We can close our eyes. I'm closing my eyes now. I can envision what will happen when I'm there. But I'm sure, we talk about things like imposter syndrome. As far as I can tell, imposter syndrome gets worse the more successful you are, because suddenly you're surrounded by other people who've achieved even more than you have. And you're just constantly chasing your tail. And so really enjoying that process, the learning, the experience, the meeting other people, the not knowing, because there's fun in not knowing and then finding out, the, not getting it right perhaps the first time, but next time you'll learn and do it differently. The whole point of getting out of our comfort zone and learning and growing and trying new things and so on. And also, by the way, designing a business that really sort of experientially works for us, for our personality, our unique brand, our unique thought leadership, and really designing something rather than just replicating what other people are doing and so on, right? So really experiencing, settling into that journey, enjoying the process, and keeping our eyes open for how we can make it even more magical. So enjoying the journey. That was the episode for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts. As ever, you can get in touch with me on your favourite social channel, and we'll be back next week on another topic around goal setting, actually, and specifically around the danger of black and white thinking. That's next week's episode. I'll see you then. Bye for now. Thanks for listening to Reimagining Success with Anna Lundberg. If you're getting value from the show, I would be really grateful if you could give me a rating and review so that more people can find us and start reimagining success for themselves. Thank you so much for your support.